And we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy, and that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The Packers at 6-3 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Derrick Henry. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well. Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Draw play. This is Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Henry up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. play action with Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Smith to return it. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 99 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time. Henry will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. James has got it. Complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. First down, here's Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This is taken just shy of the 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to get...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Trey Hendrickson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a handoff to Henry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Beckham will go in motion right. They'll run. It's Henry going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really, an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback. They had takeaways. You name it. They outclassed them every step of the way and checked every box on the stat sheet in getting it.